morning, friends, and happy new year. Today is the first video for 2025 and we are switching it up to a vlog style video. This is what I'm planning to post a lot of this year and I'm so excited. So if you missed the update in my previous video when I took down my Christmas decor and stuff and whatnot, I made an announcement basically that my channel name has changed. So I am now just Nicole Murphy here on YouTube, and over on Instagram I am Nicole Murphy _home. So be sure to check me out over there if you are not already. I do share things pretty much daily in stories, just a lot of behind the scenes and things like that. But I'm very excited about this year with YouTube and just 2025 in general. I am implementing, actually John and I, like our whole family, we are implementing a lot of new things this year and a lot of goals that we have in mind. So I'm very excited. I'll share more about that later in today's video. But today we actually have a snow day. You guys saw clips at the beginning of the video where we have tons of ice, we have tons of snow. Today is Monday, January, I don't even know what today is, January 6th when I'm filming this video. And yesterday on Sunday, we had a huge ice storm come in, and I'll be honest, I don't even know how much ice we got, but like, I just know that it is extremely dangerous to be driving and whatnot, and our entire driveway and basically our entire yard was covered in grass or in ice. And then overnight into Monday morning we've had a lot of snow. So there was no school today. We are snowed in. John is actually at work today. You guys know he does fire and ambulance, so he still has to go to work regardless of what it looks like outside. But me and the boys are here today, and I think my parents are coming over later or at some point today because they have been without power since last night. So really unfortunate. There is a lot of people in our area without power. I am very grateful that we did not lose power. So anyway, but I did get up and I got ready this morning because this is actually the first day I've gotten ready in multiple days. I was having like a major eye problem. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know all about it. But anyway, long story short, it was just very irritated and I could not wear my contacts, and I don't have glasses because they're broken. So anyways, I went 3 days only wearing one contact, which was not fun at all. But today we're back in action, and I decided I'm just gonna get up, get ready. We're not going anywhere, but I am filming today, so just want to look a little more presentable because I'll be honest, I was looking like a bum for 3 days in a row, like I said. So it feels nice to be fresh and put together. But Theo is awake. I can actually hear him in his crib right now. Jack and Barrett are still asleep, and it is 8:53 right now. So this is really late for us. Like basically since Christmas break, we have been waking up much later than usual. And anyway, so Jack would have went to school today, but of course it was canceled because of the weather. So we'll see about tomorrow. But normally in the mornings I get up and I try my best to get up before the boys. Honestly, I was really good about that up until Christmas break because we kept sleeping in. But I will get up, I'll make my coffee, I will do breakfast. I know not everyone is a breakfast person. I personally love breakfast. That's like one of my favorite meals for the day. So I've been doing that, and I've also been implementing some workouts and just healthy habits that I'm wanting to turn into a lifestyle this year. But again, more about that later. So let's go ahead into the kitchen and get my coffee going, and I'll show you how I've been making it lately. Here, you gonna grab one? Your hands are gonna be freezing. Get an icicle.
I did.
Oh.
Mom.
What?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cold. Not bad.
Mom, a big
What?
snow pile.
Your feet are gonna be freezing and you have socks on.
Is this a big snow pile?
Goodness. Okay, as you can see, the boys are awake. They're watching cartoons now. I'm going to make, I think, some chocolate chip muffins for breakfast this morning. So we'll do that together too. But before we do that, I wanted to show you my coffee setup and how I make it. So I always drink decaf. I have for, I don't even know, over 3 years now. honestly, regular coffee just gives me so much anxiety, and it's not good for me. So anyways, I do not drink regular coffee, only decaf, and I keep it in my cute little copper canister here. I bought these off of a friend a few years ago and I love them. And then I have been putting these Vital Protein like collagen in my coffee. I really like this stuff. I do feel like it has made just like a difference in like my overall like morning experience, I guess. I do feel a little more alert. Also, this is a really easy way to get in extra protein. That's probably why I feel a little more alert, because I'm getting more protein in. But so this is 20 grams of collagen. It's one simple ingredient, paleo friendly, helps with your skin, skin hydration, skin elasticity, healthy joints and bones, and hair and nail support. So anyways, I get 18 grams of protein just by putting one serving of this in my coffee, which is amazing. And it does have no flavor whatsoever, so you honestly like can't even tell that it's in there. And then I usually use Nut Pods coffee creamer. It's like the pretty much like lowest sugar creamer that there is out there, but I ran out yesterday. I used the rest of it, so for this morning I'm going to be doing some half and half. And then I always like to sweeten my coffee with a little bit of brown sugar, because I don't mind like black coffee, but if I had a choice, I want something in it.
Say hi.
Hi,
Hi.
Mom.
So we're watching Line Guard.
Oh God,
Line Guard.
this
Yeah, say it's a snowy day.
and then
It's a snowy day.
Okay, we're gonna get cozy real quick. All right, I'm now in my bedroom. Obviously it's not the best lighting, so I feel like it's kind of weird. I'm actually sitting on the bench at the foot of my bed. And yeah, anyway, this is what we're working with today. So it's actually a lot later now. It's 1:16. As you guys saw, my morning routine, it's pretty much the exact same every single day for the most part. Obviously on school days, we do wake up much earlier. The boys have breakfast much earlier, things like that. But you still get the gist of, I do try to get ready before them in the morning. Then we go into breakfast and all of those things. So it's pretty basic, nothing fancy, but it works for us, so we just stick with that. But we just had lunch and I just put Theo down for a nap, so I figured now would be a good time to talk to you guys about my plans. Not even really plans, we'll just say goals, just things that I would like to accomplish this year. Some of these things are extremely basic and maybe even silly to some of you guys, but this is just what I am wanting to focus on and like new skills I'd like to learn and stuff like that. So also the boys, Jack and Barrett, are still awake. They're in the dining room playing currently, so if you hear them in the background, disregard. But I do have a list here on my phone of things that I'm just really wanting to focus on this year. So these are like in no particular order whatsoever, but I'll just go ahead and start listing some off for you guys. So the first thing I have here is this is gonna be one of those silly ones, but learn how to cut the boys' hair. So obviously we have 3 males living in my house and they get haircuts very frequently. So John has to keep his hair like pretty clean cut for work. So he goes about every 2 weeks or so. And then Jack, Barrett, and Theo go at least once a month. And it gets pricey when you are getting haircuts what feels like all the time. So one of the things that I'm wanting to do this year is cut down on certain like budgeting, like just like cut down budgets on things that, I don't know, you could easily save money on. So haircuts being one of them. Now I'm obviously not against going to get your hair done, getting your hair cut, anything like that. But for us in this season, we are wanting to like pay off debt and things like that. And if I can learn how to cut their own hair at home, like why not? So that's something that I'm wanting to learn. I've actually been watching YouTube videos on it and stuff. So hopefully we will be able to do that sooner than later. Next thing is cooking at home and just eating out less in general. We are pretty decent about eating at home and like cooking basically all of our meals here, but don't get me wrong, there's definitely times where we didn't really plan ahead and we'll go through the drive-through or something like that. And I just want to cut down on that because for one, it's super expensive, and number 2, it's not great for you to eat out all the time. So yeah, just an overall, just wanting to be more mindful about food in general, and just eating at home makes the most sense for us. The next thing is like another kitchen related thing, and that is trying to use or just incorporate more non-toxic like utensils and like kitchen gadgets and things like that into my home. So rather that be like changing out plastic food storage containers for glass, or changing out utensils. I actually at the end of 2024 I did order some silicone utensils from Amazon, and I really love those. So I replaced all of my plastic utensils that I had because they were just getting really worn out and like kind of like chipping, and I'm not going to mess with that. So I did get rid of those and replace them with the silicone ones. So that's just like simple little trade-offs that we can incorporate into our home to kind of help keep it a little more healthy, I guess. So we did that. The next thing is minimize on things. So I am generally pretty good about donating things or trying to sell things on Facebook and things like that. I feel like most of my friends would agree that I get rid of stuff pretty frequently, but as always, you can always do better, right? So I'm still just wanting to minimize the best that I can, and anytime I find something that I don't want, we don't need, it's just really no use to us, I keep it in a trash bag and I gradually just add it to the donate pile, and then I will eventually take it to the thrift store. So the next thing is don't buy unless you need it, or sell something if you want to purchase something new. So like say I have a pair of walking shoes, right? I like to walk a lot in the spring and the summer, like outside at the park. And say I need a new pair of walking shoes. Well, instead of like just buying a brand new pair when my other ones are really not in bad shape, I just want a new pair, I want to wait until I wear the other ones out to replace them with new ones. So I feel like this helps to prevent keeping like tons of duplicates, therefore prevents a lot of clutter. So wanting to do things like that, or even like with home decor, you guys know I do like to change my things out fairly frequently, but I'm kind of getting to the point now where I'm finding really good staples in my home that I don't want to change out. But if you are someone that is wanting to get some new pieces for your home, maybe pare down on things that you no longer need, and like I said, no longer serve a purpose to you, and then you can replace those things with the new items by using the money that you're selling those items with or donating. The next thing I have is, now this is a big one, and these are things that I already do, but I want to, like I said, implement it even more, maybe a little stricter, I guess, for myself. So I want to thrift or shop small business first before I go like big box store kind of thing. So not necessarily on like groceries, because honestly we're trying our best to like stay within a certain budget for our groceries, because let's be honest, groceries are outrageous, and typically you can get bigger prices at like Aldi, Walmart, things like that. So anyway, I would love to do all my grocery shopping at small shops, but that's just not realistic for us right now. But as far as like clothing or decor, things like that, or even birthday gifts, you know, things that you're not needing to purchase all the time, I just think it would be really fun to say like, hey, I thrifted my entire wardrobe, which I would say 85% of it is thrifted, but or like I said, like shopping small. So if I'm wanting to buy myself like a new sweater or something, that would be a good time to go shop at a local small business and support them in that way. The next thing I have is prioritize health. So this is going to be exercising, this is going to be food that we are consuming, self-care, which I know that term's kind of weird to me, but just truly just taking care of yourself, so that way you can be happy and healthy and, you know, ready to go for your family. The next thing is read more books and also read more to the boys. I'll be honest, I am not a reader. I have never been like a good reader. Maybe that's because I've never found anything that I truly just love to read. Like I'll read my Bible, and I've read like a few devotionals like with groups of women and things like that. But as far as just sitting down with a book, it's just never been my thing. So I'm trying to find some really good books that I could potentially read. Next up is Barrett. He is our middle son. He just turned 4 back in September, and he will be starting preschool. He can start going to preschool like in our local like hometown in the fall, but I think I'm going to like preschool him. Honestly, he should have been able to go to kindergarten this coming fall, but because of how his birthday falls, he's like 3 weeks past the deadline to start kindergarten, which means he would have to go to preschool again this year regardless. So what I'm wanting to do is use the Good and the Beautiful preschool curriculum. If you've never heard of it before, go to the Good and the Beautiful, just Google it, and they have really beautiful illustrations and just really kid friendly. Obviously it's homeschool, but I did download the preschool curriculum, and all of the downloads are free. So you just download them to your computer, you can print them off, or of course they have books that you can purchase as well. But for us, we wanted to keep it as affordable as possible, so I did download them to my computer. The next thing I have is prioritize God as a family. So pray more before meals, teach about God and the Bible to the boys in addition to church. So just do those things more. Of course we do like pray before meals. We do talk about God with the boys in the Bible and things like that. But again, there's always room for improvement, and that's just something that we're wanting to do more of this year. Next up, I have grow a garden. So we do typically have a garden every single year. Some years it varies. varies on the size of the garden. Like last year we didn't plant anything, we just kept our strawberry beds that we've had for several years. But this year I actually already have 3 garden beds built. We just will need to fill them with dirt, of course, and then plant. So I'm really wanting to be more intentional with that, because like I said, last year we didn't really try much, honestly, at all. And then the previous years before that, we've had like cucumbers, tomatoes, zucchini, and stuff like that on occasion. But anyway, this year I just want to make it more of a priority. The next thing I have is start paying off debt. So I feel like, I don't know, there's just kind of a given, like who wants debt, right? So we just want to be more mindful about just money in general. And one of the things that we are actually doing this year, this month, in the month of January, is a no spend January. And that is where we are literally not spending a dime on anything other than groceries, bills, and then tithe. So we're not like going out for coffee. We're not, like I said, no like fast food, no like anything that is a luxury rather than like an actual need. So that is what we are doing. We are on, what is today? Day 6. And I'll be honest, I am so excited about it. I feel like from like the fall months all the way until like Christmas, it's just you're constantly spending on something, rather that be a ton of food because of parties, like in addition to what you're already buying for your own home. There's birthdays, there's Christmas, there's just always like something to buy for and spend more on. And none of those things are bad, but it adds up quickly. And I am very thankful that we are in a chill month where we can just be still and not have to worry about spending extra on anything. So John and I are taking full advantage of that this month. And I'll be honest, I'm really hoping that we do this multiple months in a row, or just multiple months throughout this year in general, because like I said, I feel like if you are disciplining yourself on what you're spending, and instead of like going out and just buying things just for the sake of buying them, you'll be able to save a lot of money by not doing that. So that's where we're at right now, and I feel like that's a good starting point for paying off debt. And the next thing I have is help more and just be more hands-on in general at our church. So we started going to the church that we attend now back in, it was the end of February, like beginning of March of last year. And so we're coming up on a year, which is crazy. But last year we did help with Vacation Bible School, and then we had like a few like outreach kind of things and stuff like that that we helped with. John was also in our church's like Christmas play musical type situation last month in December, and the boys always attend their Wednesday night like children's program. It's called Awanas. So we do love that, and I feel like we're there pretty frequently, but I feel like there's still things that we could do to just be more hands-on and whatnot. So that's another goal for this year as well. But I think that's all I have on my list. I don't think there's anything else that I have right now. If I think of anything, I'll be sure to share it another time. But anyway, the motto of this year is basically just getting back to the basics and just no rush, no fluff, no extra things. Just be and enjoy life and just avoid the rat race as much as possible. I'll be honest, the end of last year really wore me out, and I'm just very thankful to be in this season where things are, they're boring. You know, I like to be bored sometimes, and that's where we're at, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. So I feel like I said, it's okay to be bored. It's okay to not be doing all the things and running around and buying all the things, and yeah. I don't know, that's just where I'm at. So if you guys are into intentional living, affordable decorating, and thrifting, be sure to stick around. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you guys enjoy these daily vlogs, be sure to give this video a thumbs up as well. Don't forget to hit the bell notification. That way you're notified every time I post. This year so far, I do not have a set posting schedule, but my goal is to post 2 videos a week. So anyways, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.